Continuing on here, this is rationalizing the denominators. Rationalizing the denominator is the process of removing radicals from the denominator. We typically don't want radicals in our denominator, so here's the process for it. It says, given an expression with a single square root, radical term in the denominator, rationalize the denominator, multiply both numerator and denominator by the radical denominator, and simplify. So in this case, we have a single term, the square root of 2. So what we would do is multiply this by square root of 2 over square root of 2. So we're multiplying by 1, so we're not changing the value. And that's going to give us 12 times the square root of 3 times 2 over 2. Because square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. And now our 12 and our 2 can divide out. There's a 6 and a 1. And we end up with 6 times the square root of 6, because 3 times 2 is 6. Now let's talk about rationalizing the denominator with two terms in the denominator. So if we have two terms, it says find the conjugate of the denominator. So conjugate, if it's a plus b, its conjugate is a minus b. If it's a minus b, the conjugate is a plus b. So find the conjugate of the denominator. Multiply the numerator and denominator by the conjugate and use the distributive property to simplify. So here it's 2 plus the square root of 3, so its conjugate would be 2 minus the square root of 3 over 2 minus the square root of 3. So again, I'm multiplying by 1, so I'm not changing the value, I'm changing the appearance of this. So in the numerator, I'm going to have 7 times 2 minus the square root of 3. I'll distribute that at towards the end, just in case something may work out, it may not work out. With the 7. And so now we have 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times negative 3, negative square root of 3 is minus 2 root 3. Square root of 3 times 2 is plus 2 root 3. Square root of 3 times negative square root of 3 is minus 3. So these middle two terms go away. So we end up with 7 times 2 minus the square root of 3 over 4 minus 3 is 1. So I guess I will distribute the 7. So it's going to be 7 times 2 is 14 minus 7 times the square root of 3. We do not need to write the 1. That's fine. So that's the process of rationalizing the denominator. In the next video, we'll talk about the nth roots and rational exponents.